Remedies. It's the 23rd of April, Thursday, and we are going to enjoy our sharing home remedy session led by Sister Faith. We will stop at 2:30 just to log out, grab a drink or something and log back in. Over to you, Faith. Hello.
Okay. Hello, Elsie.
Hello, both
Hello,
of you.
Millie.
Hey.
Millie, you can put your microphone on.
And Sister Angelica's here too.
Good, good, good.
Okay.
Okay, so just waiting for the visual and the microphone, because when we say hello to everybody, then
Remember, Sister Angelica may have issues with her video because she had connection issues the other day. So
yes.
I think we can get started.
Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies.
Afternoon.
Okay. Yes, Millie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. I haven't seen your face for ages, so it's really lovely. Okay. And Elsie, yeah, regular. Yes, welcome. Welcome to our special session. Right, who can I see? Sister Angelica hasn't come through yet on video or audio.
She's there though. She should be able there.
Oh, there she is, dressed in pink. Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay, welcome, Sister Angelica. We missed you the other day, but you're here today. Good. Sister Lurleen, can't see you yet. How many have we?
Yes. I think we'll start because it's an hour session.
Yes. Okay, ladies who are here, no doubt we'll be joined by others as they come in. You know, I guess it's just like church, you know, you walk in one by one, two by two, three by three, whenever you get there. So, like, I welcome everybody and looking forward to the session of introducing our home remedies. So each person will have a turn. I was hoping that everybody would be here before we get started so that so that we can see what each other has right from the start. Okay. Hey, welcome, Sister Lurleen. I can see you there. Yes. Okay. Okay. Good, good, good. All right. Home remedies. So far, I think we are all Jamaicans. We're the bush. The bush was always the remedy from the time we were children. And little things in little vials that our parents would drop in water for us to drink and stuff like that. So I shall begin, and okay, so I'll start, and then, yes, Elsie, you can come next, okay? And then, Sister Millie, you can come next. Who else? Yes, yes, and then Sister Angelica. So please try and remember in what order to call your name, so that you can, when I finish talking, you can just step right in, okay? Everybody got me so far?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, good, good, good. Now, the remedy that I am going to introduce is for colds and flu. In my household, from the children were small, it's called mommy's medicine. When they grew up, I started adding one more thing to it. So the first ingredient, right? These are my ingredients. Honey, right? This honey. Lime or lemon, depending on what you have in the fridge. And eucalyptus oil, which you can always get from a health shop or from the chemist, to use sparingly. So I'm going to use the amount of honey that I have here. I will say to you, for this amount of honey, which is sort of a third of a jar, the juice of 2 lemons, okay? And say 10 drops. When you open this, it comes out in drops. So 10 drops of eucalyptus oil. Now, when I am doing it, I put of course, the honey is already in a jar. I add warmed up and more liquidy, and then I give it a stir. That is when I then open the eucalyptus oil and put the 10 drops in, and that is it done. Give it a good stir. Now for adults, depending how severe the situation is, I add one more ingredient.
Someone's sleeping, make us asleep.
Right. Medicinal only, you know.
Yes, this is a very useful ingredient. Say if there's a temperature, people, we use bay rum. But suppose you haven't got bay rum, but you only have this rum. This rum, you can, dab it on your chest, put it on your forehead, drop a little bit on the top of your head, and so forth. It can be used for many things, and it does bring down the temperature quite a bit. So I would say if it's for adults and you're going to be using about this amount of honey, you put 2 good tablespoonfuls in it, and then you give that stir. Now, you can have this, say, a spoonful every few hours. You can also do it differently, whereas if you needed, say at bedtime, you could put a couple of tablespoonfuls of honey in the cup, 1 lime juice in the cup, pour some boiling water to about 2/3 of the cup, and then drop about 5 drops of the eucalyptus oil in it. Give that a good stir and add a couple of spoonfuls of the special ingredients. Give that a good stir and sip it before going to bed. Okay? Now, the thing is, you won't need to take an awful lot of that because it works so well, really, that in a couple of days, you'll be quite fine. So you're not going to turn into anything ugly. you'll just get better and stronger.
I think it's too late. I thought we had to take loads.
Yes, it all depends on your taste buds. The thing with the eucalyptus oil is it helps you to breathe better. It clears the lungs when it's all clogged up, and you're able to breathe better. Sometimes you can even open this and breathe it, and it clears your head. So it's a very handy thing to have around. Just before all this excitement that they have created started, I was able to always get eucalyptus oil. when it dawned on me that, oh, I thought I had some. So I made my last batch and took it to my daughter's because she needed some. Went to the shop, uh, none in the shop. Went into boot. They told me people were just coming and taking it. So there was none left in the shop. So I really had to go for a hunt. And I ended up Amazon. Amazon was doing this. This is the pure, and they were doing two for one. So I buy one and get one free. So I have enough, I think, to last me for the rest of the year.
Oh, that's
So,
lovely.
yes. So that is my remedy for colds and flu and sniffles and stuff like that. Okay, ladies. So let me hear the next one now. Who is supposed to be next? Is it you, Elsie?
I think you said me. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
I can hear you perfectly well.
Okay,
very
okay,
well.
thanks. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies.
Afternoon.
Yes, I think some of it, what you're using, Sister Faith, we do the same as well.
Uh-huh.
But we have like lemon, garlic, honey, ginger.
Mm-hmm.
We have a thing called alcolado, which is green. I don't know if
Okay.
you have it, like the bayram.
Okay. So
And
it's a herb.
can I see your face?
You can't see my face?
Yeah, now, yeah. And we have shilling oil. I don't know if you heard about shilling oil.
I've heard of it, but I've not used it.
Yeah, my
Tell me
sister
about
bought
it.
me up some in December.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we do the same as you with the boiling things together.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have the same as us, the garlic, you didn't say garlic, did you?
No,
Garlic,
no.
yeah, garlic, lemon, ginger, and the eucalyptus oil, what you said.
Yeah.
Usually, sometimes I use it if I go to a steamer. I
Yes.
put it
Yeah.
in the steam. And sometimes, if I'm not well in the night, I put it in water in my room
Yes.
that you could inhale it.
The vapor. The
Yeah,
vapor.
vapor, yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's, I think that's the Vicks usually, yeah.
Yes, yes. But what I discovered is that some people, depending if they have other underlying ailments,
Yeah.
particularly to do with the blood, the garlic might not be for them. So they can put together ingredients and leave out what they,
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that. As you say that, when we were children, something my
Yeah.
mother used to do, we used to make our own coconut oil. My
Yeah, we
fingers was
do,
always
yes.
sore at the ends for grating
Yes.
coconut.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
she'd grate the coconut and we'd boil it down and make the oil. And the fresh oil, she used to put it in a jar and crush lots of garlic and put in this oil and keep it. And after a week, it would stay there. And after a week, we could start having that. And it was sort of inside, it clears phlegms and purification. Because my brother suffered from asthma.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
my
as you
sister did
mentioned,
as
the
well,
garlic.
yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
But
That
just to say to you, I remember my introduction. I'm from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
You're from where?
St. Vincent and the
Oh,
Grenadines.
St. Vincent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when we can travel again, you can take me.
All right.
I look forward to that. I look
Okay
forward
then.
to
Thank
that.
you. Thanks.
All right.
Thank
So,
you.
Sister Millie?
Yes. I left Jamaica when I was a baby, when I was 3. So I didn't have the experiences growing up and having the things in Jamaica. One thing I know is that as a child, my mum used to give me medicine for washout, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that we need to make sure we do is to do the cleansing.
Yes.
Yes? Take the herbs that help to cleanse the body.
A herb tea.
Yes, and there are various things you can take. Some people take things like senna. Yeah, some people take bitters, different type of bitters. I've got some bitters there, and it's got various herbs in it. I just can't pronounce the herbs because I think it's in Latin or whatever the normal
Yeah.
thing is. But you know the kind of herb that I'm talking about. Yes? But I think that is the best advice I can give about cleansing the bowel, cleansing the liver, and cleansing the kidneys.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I didn't get to see your face properly. You know, the way you have the phone. I didn't get to see your face properly when you were talking.
I'm trying to find somewhere to put it.
I know that's difficult. Yes. Yes.
To get reception. Yeah.
Is it your laptop?
No, it's my phone.
Oh, it's your phone. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. That,
yeah,
yes. I know that can be a problem. You have to start creating your studio.
I tried today.
You did, Elsie. You did. It worked.
Yeah, I did.
It worked. So yes,
Thanks.
herb. This herb that you're talking about, Sister Millie,
yeah.
is it a Jamaican herb tea?
No, hang on. Let me go and get a thing.
I thought she was referring to herb.
No,
Herb,
not
innit?
that herb, girl. Not that herb.
No. That's a good one.
This one I've got, it's called Action Herbal Bitters. Yes, and it's got a combination of herbs in it, which I can't pronounce, including aloe vera.
Okay.
Yes, knows about. I'm not sure what these other herbs are in there. Yes, but these help to cleanse the body.
Okay.
Yes?
All
So
right. You bought it here?
important.
You buy it at the chemist here?
No, I bought in a health shop. Yes,
Okay.
there are various black-owned health shops around London. There's places like the Ankh Wellbeing Health Shop in Shepherd's Bush. There's Pempamsey, which is the first one is at Brixton Hill, and the next one is at Mitcham.
Okay.
They also own the restaurant chain called Eat of Eden.
Okay.
And it's all herbal, yes, plant-based foods which are good for our body composition.
Okay, yes. What I'd like you to do, Sister Millie, when we're finished, is that you take a picture of it so that we can see clearly the front, what it's called, and the ingredients bit, and then post it to us on our, on our chat thing.
Okay. But there are other herbs as well. I think it's called Fieldway. They do bitters. Lots of the Asian shops also sell that one. You can get that in Brixton, I know. Yes?
Okay. Yes.
That's
Very
in a
good.
bottle. That's in a bottle.
Okay, fantastic. So you would take a tablespoonful?
Yes. The dosage is adults can take 1 or 2 5 ml tablespoons daily as necessary.
Okay, good. Yes, that's one of the things that a lot of people forget. We don't forget it because our parents have instilled it in us, taking a wash out.
Yes.
So in such a way all our lives that, and the taste didn't matter as long as you swallow.
What I've learned is lots of things that are good for you don't taste good in the mouth, but it's good for the stomach.
It's good for the body, but the tongue and the taste buds sort of have a great big argument.
Yeah.
So like the aloe vera that you were just showing it to us, things like that. Aloe vera, which is so good for so many things.
Lovely.
My mother used to suck finger, so she'd slice the aloe vera and rub it on my finger so that I wouldn't suck the finger. And I try to do that for my children as well, but I teach them too much about soap and water.
Yes.
So they just wash it off, and the finger was in the mouth same way. But the aloe vera that you're showing me there, it's so good for so many things. It's good for the skin.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, and it's good for the hair as well. So yes. Okay. Thank you, Sister Millie. All right, next one. Mr. Lurleen.
Oh, is it
Wake up,
okay?
wake up.
I'm okay.
Okay. So you haven't got a remedy to expose?
Me?
Yes.
Well, yes, I've got one. It's called the guinea hen weed.
Oh,
Really?
I can't see you. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
This guinea hen weed, you can get it from the health shop in Brixton. And also there's a shop down there in the market, there's a stall, and they sell all different things from Jamaica. Turmeric, guinea hen, dog bush, all sorts of things, and they tell you what it's all for.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this guinea hen
Okay.
weed, it's
Uh-huh.
they said it's good for cancer.
Yeah.
People with cancer, yes, because when as I can say, my husband had lung cancer.
Uh-huh.
When he went to Jamaica, his sister-in-law bought this for him.
Okay.
But there's ways of how to take it, and it also clean you out, completely clean your whole system. I've taken it, my children has taken it, so we know. But if you have the first stage of cancer, what you do, you boil certain amount, maybe about this amount, yeah, in a saucepan with boiling water, and you leave it to seep, and you drink it like 3 times a day. And it's supposed to shrink the cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, wherever you have cancer. Maybe sister from Jamaica,
Sister Beverly.
sister, yeah, she might be able to.
What's the name of it? What's the name? Sorry.
It's called guinea hen weed.
Guinea.
Guinea
Guinea
hen.
hen weed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's spelled Guinea, hen, Hen, and it's weed, WEED.
Yes.
And my cousin had breast cancer, and after her operation, she was drinking this, and so far 2 years now, she's cancer free. So far.
Oh, praise God.
Yeah,
Why?
well known
That's
in Jamaica.
interesting.
And also, we can drink it as tea, even if we don't have anything. But it cleans our system. It cleans your whole entire body.
Let me get my pen and paper and take that one down.
Yeah.
okay.
And where do you buy it from?
You buy it
Where does
from.
she cook it?
There's a place in 2 places in Brixton. One is in the arcade, and they sell it. They sell it, and also there's a stall in the market in Brixton. And if you ask anybody for the man who sell all the bush,
yeah,
okay,
ask for the bushman.
So,
and he tells you what everything is for. He sells the real turmeric. He sells
sorry,
cerasine.
can I just
everything, and you know, all the bush from Jamaica. And as I said, this is £4 in money.
That's good. That's good. At least you do the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sister
What did you say,
Lenny,
Venice?
if I can just pause the meeting
Hello?
at this point, that will enable people
to
got
you. Yeah.
So
thank you.
Could you just
okay.
walk out for a
So if you
couple of
want
minutes?
a good washout, you drink some of this.
Is it?
Can you hear me? Hello? Ah. Can you, we've paused, we've got. Hello? If we could all log out now, I don't know if you can hear me, but if we all paper and we'll just get that information from Sister Lurleen and then go on to hear any more remedies. Take care.
Yes. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay.
Sister Lurleen, I was just saying that I've written down the guinea hen weed. Your microphone. Switch on your microphone.
It's not there?
That's
Yes.
it.
Okay.
Can you now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get this in tea bags in the Indian shop. You know the shop that sell food.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Yes. Any of the shops, this guinea hen weed you can get. You get it in tea bag, but it's not as strong. If you buy the real thing, you're better off.
Okay. Good.
Of course, you're better off. Yeah.
So which market were you saying this was?
It's in Brixton. If anybody wants it, when we go back after lockdown, I can get it for them because I know the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. All right.
Okay,
What is
then.
that,
Thanks.
Caroline?
Pardon?
What is it?
It's called guinea hen weed.
Oh,
Guinea head.
Guinea, Guinea.
N A.
Uinea, hen, Hen, and
Head.
weed, weed. Weed. I
Oh.
think it's also good for blood pressure and all of that. It is. You can read up about it.
Yes.
Yes, if you read
Yes.
up about it, it will tell you what it's good for. You know, there was a man that came, a West Indian man, and he was talking about all different, I think I've still got the video, and he tells you all about these different things and what they're good for in Jamaica. And you can get it over here. There's guava leaf, they said it's good for high blood pressure with, you know, there's quite a lot of things, yeah.
Yes. Fantastic. That is real Jamaican stuff. I remember as children, guava leaf.
That's it.
My grandmother used to talk about it, and my mother used to boil it and get it. With my mother, nothing don't have to be wrong with you if you get medicine.
That's it.
Get medicine.
As kids, we used to get the herb.
Yes. It's just time to get your medicine. But this one is very, very good. Very, very good.
This guinea hen weed, very good. Yeah.
oh my. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm a bit late in joining. I fell asleep.
Yes.
Oh, I should have waited for. Okay.
All right. Welcome to the discussion and revelation here. So Sister Angelica is now going to bring us her remedy.
Okay.
I can't hear you yet.
Dr. Angelica, I think you're muted.
Hi everyone again. For me it's good morning because it's just like after 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
and
welcome
to sunny island of Jamaica with all the remedies, all that you have been talking about. They were all grown in Jamaica, and even the guinea hen weed. Yes, I can attest to it. But Sister Lurleen didn't tell you about the smell. But that's not my part this morning.
Yeah, it does. Well, put it this way, it smells like weed. It smells like ganja.
That's okay then. At least it's pure.
Okay. There are a number of things that I could introduce this morning, but I have at least two that I like to introduce. One is the moringa. You must have heard moringa. It is in different components. So you have the moringa leaves itself, and these are dried. I got them and I dried them, so it's like they're tiny leaves.
Yes.
So you can see, I dried them. They are used for tea, and I'll just tell you what they're good for. Then you have, this is the moringa pod. This is what the moringa seed comes in, and the pod, when you open it, you have the seeds inside.
Okay.
Yes, and then one seed, you take out a seed, and you would have stripped it, and you would get this.
Okay. Yes. I got a little bag of those the last time I was in Jamaica.
Right. Yeah. And you can just eat it. You can just put it in your mouth, chew it, and eat it. It is said about 3 of these is good for each time. Now, it has numerous health benefits, and then you would have to go online and check out a number of health benefits. But one of the things that I want to tell you about the leaf in particular, it's really good for stomach ailments and a general stomach ailment. So you would steam the leaf as you would have done with mint or anything, and that's really good. It's best not to sweeten your teas. Your herb teas are best when you're not sweetening them. Perhaps if you can't tolerate it, you put a little honey. But when you sweeten them with sugar, especially if you use granulated sugar, you have lost all the benefits from the herb. Now, this can be also used in your vegetable when it's green. You can use it as a spinach, right? If it's dried and you want to what's the word again? Bring it back to green. You can put it in water. But then you have to rehydrate it. Rehydrate it. Yes, then you have to put it in water.
As a garnish.
No, you can, yes, and you can use it as a garnish. And when it's green, you can just use it in your vegetable as a spinach, like you'd have used any other of like parsley or anything like that.
Okay.
This is it. The leaf is cheap for a number of things. Look it up. But for the stomach ailment, it has antioxidant components, anti-inflammatory, etc., etc. It's also against cancer, a number of things which I would not be able to tell you everything. But it's done in the leaves. It's done in the this itself. It's a cleansing agent, and you look it up. All right. So I need to introduce, and I said for this one for stomach. I'll also like to introduce this one for stomach since I'm speaking about stomach, and this is soursop leaf tea.
We know that one. Soursop.
Right. It's very good, and it is also good for blood, and etc., etc. What I'm giving to you is just an introduction. You can look it up so that you can see the other areas that it works for. And this is just steam like any other leaf that you would be steaming. It's not good to boil, because when you boil, you may just boil out
lose the value.
Exactly. So you steam, and if one thing you can remember, I saved this morning, try not to sweeten. If you can take it without sweetening, that's best.
What leaf did you say?
This is soursop leaf.
Soursop leaf.
Right, and this is good for the stomach. And I'm going to use it back because I'm going to introduce. So I introduced 2 for the stomach and for other things. And I'm introducing these 2 again. Same soursop leaf. And this is cocoa, unsweetened cocoa. Unsweetened cocoa.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
The soursop leaf is also good to help you to sleep. If you're having sleeping problems, the soursop leaf is good. The cocoa, it works the same way. Cocoa is also having anti-inflammatory, antioxidant properties, and this can help to keep your blood pressure intact.
Okay. So this is the cocoa powder.
It's a cocoa powder, and try not to sweeten it because it is unsweetened.
It's already sweet.
You don't use it.
The pure cocoa powder.
This is pure, 100% pure cocoa. No sweetening. It is unsweetened. Nothing else is in there, just the pure cocoa.
Okay.
And this is how I drink it, just as pure. What I do is add a little pink of, just maybe a grain of pink Himalayan salt when I'm making it.
Yeah.
And I make that, and I drink that, and I go to bed, and I sleep like a baby. And if you have a full day, feel stressed, your blood pressure is kind of up, it's very good. You drink a cup. It also helps. It also helps to eliminate or reduce a heart attack. So because also, if you can see the connection, because it keeps the blood pressure in check. Recognize that it will, and it will improve your mood. It really improve your mood and make you feel really, really good.
Good.
Symptoms of diabetes, really, really good. I could go on and on. Yes.
Can I just say something before Sister Angelica go? We can get all of these things over here in Brixton. All this is what she said. I don't know about the cocoa powder, but I know about the soursop leaf and the what's the other one? The first one you talk about.
Moringa.
Moringa. You can get the moringa, you can get the leaf, you can get the sap. Yeah. But maybe the shop, we could get the cocoa powder. There's a shop that sells the stuff. Also, there's someone else that do it in the market.
Yes,
I recommend Urshers. I recommend Urshers because I find that on the market there are others, but they have some sweetening and some of them add other things to them. Urshers is pure.
I think Hershey's is American though. I don't know if that's so easy to get here. I think that's American. It's a pity because isn't that a Jamaican product?
Yeah.
No, it's African and Africa in Ghana.
And African.
Remember the
well, we have cocoa here. We have cocoa beans.
So
we have cocoa beans here.
But we got the cocoa that you grind. You know the ones you bake and grind?
Yes.
I've got them here and I don't use them.
No, they are very good.
They're very good, yeah.
Yes. So we don't have the Hershey's, but we have the real cocoa. We have cocoa powder. We have cocoa.
No, we have the real cocoa. I got the real cocoa. They roll them when you do anything.
Yes, yeah.
Is that so you can.
Angelica.
Pardon?
Does that do the same thing? You know the real cocoa?
Yeah, the one that they use and put it in that form. As long as nothing is added.
Yes, but that's the good one.
Yes,
So
I use that as
real one.
Okay, can you use that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that one is in powder and the other one is done in more like a dough.
Yeah.
Because it has its own oils and all of that. When I'm using that now, yes.
Yeah.
But Sister Angelica,
yes,
that cocoa. I mean, when we were children, I remember I was on the mortar beating this thing, and Mama used to make it into balls. And when we were in Jamaica last, we somebody actually sold us some. We have some here. Is this the same cocoa that we call chocolate tea?
Yes. One is in powder form and the other one is in the another form. When you beat it, Sister Faith, when you beat it, the oil, when you beat it, the oil comes out, and this is how they could make it into that. And all those oils that are in it, when you get it in the powder form, you get all of those oils back in. As opposed to the oils coming out and they use that oil to bake it into that thing. You have it here. So I recommend the powder better because more processing of the cocoa bean erodes the benefit. So this is less processed because this is just powdered.
Okay.
So when did you get that to buy? Where did you get that?
I bought it here in Jamaica.
Oh, in Jamaica.
Yeah, she's in Jamaica. She's at
you're in Jamaica. Hello.
But what happened? Sister Lurleen just said that we can get that.
You could get
it in Brixton. Once you know it, get it in Brixton.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a shop that sells it.
And I may tell you that I'm not addicted, but it's almost every night I drink my unsweetened cup of cocoa before going to bed.
Okay.
I take the Milo. You know the Milo?
No, Milo is sweetened. All right, the difference between the cocoa and the Milo is, I don't want to use that word then. Milo is already mixed with all kinds of stuff. Milo is not even good for your body.
Over refined. Yes.
Milo can also damage your cells because of the processing and the things that are in it. If you notice, it is already sweetened and all of that. You need something with no additive, nothing inside of it, just something that is good for your body. And if you Google it, if you won't Google Hershey's, just Google cocoa, natural cocoa, and you will find the benefits there. And I'm sure it works. It works like magic.
But that is true because I've watched programs, these guys that travel to South America, where cocoa is a big farming thing. That's how they earn a lot of the money. And the South American Indians actually chew the cocoa leaves for medicinal properties of all sorts. And as you were saying, it cleanses emotionally as well as physically.
Calms you, and that's why I don't have stress.
Oh well, you better send it over by the barrel then.
Get it over here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
As long as we don't sweeten it. All right. So
No,
who's next?
don't sweeten it. No. Yes. Yeah, those are what I have this morning, and I concur with all the others that came. I also have the aloe vera plant outside. I could have taken one and show it to you. But the
I
aloe
got
vera,
loads. Look, I just
Yes.
picked one. I
Oh,
just
that's
picked
good.
one. I've got
oh, you just,
so
right.
many.
Yes, it's really
It's
good. It's good
very
for a number of
good.
things. I
I've
use it
got
to
so
wash my
many.
hair. Yeah, you can use it to
I
wash
don't
your
use
hair.
it.
You can use it to drink. And what I can tell you what you can do. It's like what I do is for a cleansing too, and it doesn't give you diarrhea or anything like that. But for cleansing, what I would do is like once per week or once every 2 weeks, I would take the gel out, put it in the blender, squeeze an orange in it,
Is it?
blend it
Yeah.
together and drink
Okay, I'll
it.
do
Some
that
people
then.
add egg to it, but I'm not an egg person. It's also nutritious and it takes care of your body. Good for the skin, good for everything.
Yes.
I've got so many of it. So many.
That
Yeah.
is very good.
Yeah, and
Very
it's very
good.
easy. That one is easy because it takes your body out of the what? Tell me now, the alkaline and the
Alkaline. Yes.
yeah. In other words, it puts your body in the right state that it should be in.
Yeah. The alkaline.
I scared of it because my parents used to give it to us. Although I have so many in the conservatory, I still don't use it because when I was young, it was that like aloe vera, you drink it. So I'm scared of it.
I tell you what happened, why it is so bitter when parents gave it to us, because when you break it or when you take it from its habitat,
It
you
smells.
recognize that there is this yellow substance that comes out of it.
Yeah.
It's very
Potent.
it's
That
very
is potent,
smelly,
and
yeah.
that is really, really bitter. But if you allow that to drain off and just cut the gel, take the gel,
Gel out.
take the gel out.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I suggest we Google some of them because there are many more benefits that
There's
these things.
many more. Yeah.
Yes.
Before you go, Sister Angelica, can you know about Bissy?
Yes, I do.
Can you just tell the ladies about it, because we can get it over here to buy. What is good for? I heard that it's good for this corona. If you drink it, that
I don't know
Bissy.
what it is good for, but I know it combat things like anything poisonous that goes into your body. It combats that. It's also good for the stomach, and it is good for, well, it has anti-inflammatory, and it's more like the Guinean weed. Some of these things, they have overlapping benefits.
Yes.
But the good thing is, whether or not you have any kind of challenges, if you use them, they are still good to put the body in a good state.
Yeah.
Right. The bad thing is if you just keep using it and not paying attention to the fact that use of anything can cause, things. For example,
you have to be careful.
The Guinean weed is something that I drink. I use a tea bag because I can't manage the natural one. It's the smell. I don't like the smell too much. But the Guinean weed, but if you use too much of it for too long, Guinea hen.
What's the name?
Guinea hen weed, the same one you spoke about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying if you use too much of that, you're going to find that you're going to have diarrhea. And that is when you're going to be depleting some of the flora that is in your body that should be there. So you have to be careful. But as I said, the Bissy also works like charcoal. Anybody knows about charcoal?
Yes.
Yes. So the Bissy has some properties of what the charcoal would have. So if somebody says that it acts against a particular disease, I would accept until
or poisoning.
Anything
that
poison,
comes to damage
or
the
if you
body.
have food poisoning, you can drink Bissy.
Yes.
Isn't it? Food poisoning. Yeah.
Yes. If you doubt anything,
What about psoriasis?
Psoriasis is more for the blood and the belly.
Yeah.
Cerasee is more for the blood, a little cleanser, and for anything belly pain or anything like that. And what Cerasee does, if you keep drinking Cerasee, it cleans up your skin.
Skin, yeah.
It cleans up your skin. It makes your skin looks really nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice,
Yeah.
Well, I collected quite a few of those things when I went to Jamaica last, except I have them in a bag and they're all together and I didn't label them. And the only thing I can recognize in the bag is the Cerasee. The Cerasee and the Bissy.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's good. It's good. But you see, sometimes you don't want to mix them, Sister Faith, because the thing about it, it's just like other conventional drug. If you mix them, exactly, it might just have a negative effect rather than a positive effect.
Yes. Yes. So it's not something that you take every day.
Every day.
We used to drink it for tea every day when I was in Jamaica.
When you was a kid, yuck.
Yes, yes.
It was horrible.
And everybody knows the ginger. Anybody does like the ginger drink, ginger by itself, ginger drink by itself.
I like ginger.
I just finished a cup of that.
I like ginger.
Yeah,
and I've
ginger
been making ginger beer over the past few weeks. Making ginger beer. And because they know that the ginger, as home remedies we use it, suddenly the price is double.
It's gone up.
Yes, a little bit. What I used to get for £2, and now I'm paying £7.
Yes. Ginger is very, very good. Ginger is good for even more than what we think.
Yes.
Because somebody spoke about the Bissy. You know that if you, for example, if you're doing a meal and let's say you're doing a fish meal and you're not too sure, and you put the ginger in there, you know, it's very, very good.
Yes, yes, it's good for the stomach. It's set to the stomach. Yes. Anybody else?
I cook with ginger. Every time I do anything, ginger goes in. I don't care what I'm cooking, ginger goes in.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can think of, and I really cannot remember, all I know is we call it the olive tree, but I can't even describe it. But I remember when I first started my periods, I think I was 13 and a half, and I used to have such bad bellyache. I'll be rolling on the floor with bellyache. And I remember my grandmother, we had the tree, and she used to say to me, go and pick the young leaves and bring them. So I would go and get the young leaves up, and she would boil them up and give. I'll tell you, it really worked. It got rid of the pain, but it bear the fruit. But unfortunately, I cannot describe it so that maybe if you all know what you all the women from Jamaica might know what it looks like. But I could say that was very good. And the only other thing with the Cerasee bush I know of, because we used to have to drink a whole lot of Cerasee bush.
Yes.
And the other thing I know of is that if you got a cold, they used to send you does anyone know the castor oil tree?
Oh
yes.
Yes. You go and get the castor oil leaf and they tie it around your head and tie.
Yes, yes.
All those old remedies from the old folks, they really worked.
Because we didn't have any medication, did we?
That thing, yes, and so they really work. The thing about it is now, because they're developing the island so much, a lot of the old remedies are being lost.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of because I go back and I'm looking for stuff. I don't even recognize anything anymore, and even if I recognize it, I don't even know where to go and find it. But yes, a lot of those home remedies and stuff was really good. Like Sister Angelica was saying about the aloe vera. You know, I know that, like, you know, you wash your hair with it, you rub on your skin.
Still do.
I think what happens, Sister Bev, is that these plants, a number of persons would know them, and then scientists also prove that they are good. So it becomes commercialized.
Yes,
and when it becomes commercialized, sometimes what you get is a product that can't do anything at all because it has been processed so much. Everything.
Lost the value.
Right. And as we were talking about the ginger is also good for the period pain, Sister Bev. The period pain, ginger is also good for that, and the upset stomach and the morning sickness.
Yeah, I don't get them anymore, so it's all right.
I just asked. My granddaughter said, I said you're talking about remedies today. My granddaughter said to ask the ladies What can you do with air fever? The hair fever.
Hay fever.
Mm.
Good question.
There is I'll tell you what, fever grass.
Fever
Anybody
grass.
knows
I thought you
fever
say that.
grass?
Yes, I
Yes,
heard.
but you can't get it here. I've never seen it here.
You can.
I have a dried piece, but I don't have the real green one, but I have a dried piece.
Sister
Fever
Lurleen,
grass
can
is
you, would your
You
guy
excellent.
have
can
it?
get fever grass. You can. That man have it. Those two shops, anything you can get from there. They order it from
Air
Jamaica.
fever. You know,
Fever grass.
a lot of people have air fever. You know what the air fever I'm talking.
Hay
Yeah.
fever, fever
Yeah.
grass. Fever grass is good for all those because fever grass has so many other healing properties. Fever grass
Yes.
is a generalized thing. It's
Okay.
really good. It's even a cancer fighter, you know. Because I survived cancer, and I remember in my days when I did the research on the fever grass, I used to have my fever grass in the morning, you know. So that's one of the thing as well. Hay fever, you have it covered, and I think it was the this one, the moringa is also good
The
for the heat.
moringa.
Yes, the
Oh,
moringa leaf.
really?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
It's good for
definitely have to find
Now,
some of that.
it's
everybody,
good for hay fever.
could I just can I just call attention to the meeting, which has been fantastic and informative, fantastic. But we're coming to the 3 o'clock mark, which is
We're
when
gonna have to do this again.
I think
Yes.
what I was going to say as well, though, is these meetings are recorded and will go up on YouTube. If you want to share it or access it or get the information, just check on the YouTube.
All
Okay.
right.
We just started to talk about the hay fever. I'm glad the granddaughter walked past because I knew that one. Yeah, fever grass.
Yeah.
So Faith, what do you want to do, or Mum? What do you want to do now? Because we are
Okay.
down.
We're closing. Okay. How many minutes we got?
And we've got
Only two.
We've got 2
Two.
minutes to 3 now.
Okay. Well, all right. We're gonna do another session. Hopefully, sometime next week. I'll say this to Sister Val, and in the meantime, I'll be getting in touch with Sister Lurleen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as
Yeah.
you know, the lockdown. Sorry, you know the lockdown. When the lockdown is free, I can go and get it for you guys. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is good.
If one of the
Lolly.
ladies want to come with me, yeah.
Yes.
Lolly,
Yes.
what you can do, you know, when we have the meetings at CVA, you could take one of those as a topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When they
Can
have
I
the
just push
meeting.
something in a minute? Can I just
Okay.
push something in before we go? I just look in the green tea, the chamomile tea, the ginger, the peppermint, the anise tea, the elderflower, and the what I just told you is
Lavender.
very good for the hay fever.
Okay.
So you can zero in on the ginger, the peppermint, the elderflower, the chamomile, and the green tea. Really good for and I told you about the that bush already.
Yes.
Good for the hay fever.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you.
Well,
That's
ladies,
lovely.
thank you
I
so
will
much
tell.
for
I
your
will pass
input.
it on to her. Thank you all very much. I will tell
You're
her.
very welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we look
Yes,
forward to
Angelica.
and I hope I'll see you guys later this evening. All right?
Blessings.
Thank
Love you
you.
all.
Thank you very much.
Everybody. Bye-bye
Bye,
for now.
ladies. Have a good day.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
So, I didn't see her down there. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, hay fever. It's good fever grass and merengue.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.